Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your man Primetime, and you already know you on Primetime Talk TV. And yeah, I'm back at you with another good video, and you already know the routine. Once you enter my house, wipe your feet off, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos like these.
For Primetime.
To this day.
Oh man. Let's go ahead and jump on into this video, shall we? Man, if you missed the big weekend of boxing and fights, then I think you did, and I'm glad you're here so I can update you on how it went. Man, you know how it started off. First Friday in Times Square, we had a triple header. We had a Fatal Fury matchup with, Teofimo Lopez versus your boy, Barboza's. Oh man, that was a mega fight. Then we had Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. That was a fight. And then third, we had Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero. So, man, let's go ahead and start off with the first one. And that is my man Barboza versus Teofimo Lopez for Teofimo Lopez's title. And boy, was it a fight. Man, at first it started off like your boy Barboza was gonna come and bring the fury, but then all of a sudden, as soon as Teofimo Lopez threw his first jab and saw the speed difference, that right there changed the whole landscape of the fight. We thought that your boy, Barboza was gonna bring some fury, some flames, some punches and bunches, that non-stop onslaught of fights and punches that he normally does to all his other opponents, because he just not long ago beat Jose Ramirez. But anyway, I digress. Your boy Teofimo Lopez put on a masterclass. Even had Mike Tyson commenting on him in certain parts of the fight where Mike Tyson was commentating. That was a beautiful thing. That was awesome to see, so I enjoyed that. And then had Antonio Tarver commentating. That was a good thing, so definitely enjoyed that as well. But I will tell you this much, boy, oh boy, if Teofimo Lopez didn't put on a master class, I mean dodging punches, making punches miss swings, dodging almost like a Matrix-esque type of style that Boots Ennis uses in a lot of his matchups. Well, yeah, Teofimo Lopez did a lot of that, and definitely showboated his way and performed and entertained his way to a unanimous victory. Boy, that was a good one. Very, very good one. I mean, the night started out stupendous. It was in Times Square. You could see the cars going by. You saw the people out there in the crowd watching it on the big screens and stuff. So that was awesome all by itself. All you had to do was just walk in Times Square and actually buy you a box of popcorn, or pop you some popcorn, at the crib in the microwave, and then catch you an Uber down to Times Square, and boom, you right there watching the fight. So anyway, moving right along, next up was Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. And this right here is not for the faint of heart, this section right here, because I know everybody want to know Primetime's take on Devin Haney's performance. And let me tell you what I truly believe is that your boy was nervous, man. He fought with the nervousness of getting hit in that chin again. And him not settling his feet and moving around a lot definitely displayed that. And, PTSD is a real thing, y'all. Everybody joke and laugh, this, that, and the third, but he stepped out there in the fire, tried to overcome, what happened to him in the last fight, but it definitely showed up in this fight. And I hope that he, actually gets help with that and get him a warm-up fight. Get him a Claggett. Get him somebody like what Teofimo Lopez be picking sometimes. Get one of those guys like that. It's only right that he, works his way out of it. But he definitely has some more work to do. That's what we definitely saw in that fight against Jose Ramirez, but also on the part of Jose Ramirez not even pushing the envelope, not pushing desperation into the later half of the fight was disappointing. And it just shows that, hey, Devin Haney has the footwork, the fundamentals still, but being gung shy over that fight with Ryan Garcia, I think, that still lingered over into this fight. And it was sad to see, honestly. On my behalf, it was sad to see because, I know what capabilities Devin Haney has. And, when someone is, hyped up on something and ruins a fighter like that, trajectory of where they were going, that's a sad situation because, now we have to, now, first of all, before I go any further, I will say Devin Haney won this fight. He won this fight, I think it was a unanimous decision. I was so thrown by his movement around that ring and not really committing to really displaying his skills. It was disheartening. I actually saw Timothy Bradley's interview, and wow, that was he wow. I mean, you won't never see Timothy Bradley on a Turkey Island Sheik card. I can tell you that much. Commentating at all. He said the show was trash. He said, it was hidden agenda and Turkey Island Sheik. It was really just for the Canelo fight. $90 you got beat and all this. I mean, like, Timothy Bradley really went in. I'm not gonna go in like that because I don't see no need for it. Turkey Island Sheik is bringing in fights and doing things that no one else has ever done or ever will do properly. And for him to trash the fight and all that stuff, he even talked about Teofimo Lopez fight, said that's trash too. I'm like, what in the world? What? Like, what got him all riled up? Like, I didn't see all that. I saw Teofimo Lopez put on a masterclass. I saw Teofimo Lopez get trashed by the media and everybody else prior to the fight. And then, after he puts on a masterclass, now y'all got to eat that crow. And that's what it's really about. Now people got to eat them words, So they probably thought, Barboza was going to blast Teofimo out and probably put some money on him, because that's how your boy Timothy Bradley sounded. He sounded like he put money on everybody to lose. Except for Ryan Garcia. Yeah. He probably said Teal gonna lose and Devin gonna lose and Ryan Garcia gonna win. Cause his attitude in that interview was wow. It was almost unprofessional of him. But anyway, he's entitled to his opinion. My opinion is first fight, Teofimo Lopez did exactly what he's supposed to do with Edgar Barboza that really, that has not fought in top caliber opponents to have the experience to beat a Teofimo Lopez. And that's what we saw in that fight with Teofimo Lopez. Now, second, Devin Haney, we just saw a young man surviving off movement, not getting touched, not wanting to get touched in that jaw. And I think, maybe hopefully after that he's out of there, but his career won't be able to take any more performances like that. I can tell you that for a fact. So he got one more performance to do that type of thing, and then he's gonna have to shut it down. So he's gonna have to really reevaluate and get over that mental stigma that he has from that fight with Ryan Garcia, and and risk it all, test that chin out, test that chin out in daggone sparring or something, but you got to work that stuff out, man. So moving right along to the Ryan Garcia fight. Boy. Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero. A lot of people picked Ryan Garcia for eventually landed that left hook, that famous lightning bolt left hook of King Rye, and put Rolly Romero to sleep. But let me inform you guys, in the second round, Ryan Garcia went down. Got knocked down by a big old left hook from your boy Rolly Romero. Well, really, it started with a right, so I don't know. It was just a little flirty situation where, Ryan Garcia got clipped, got knocked down, and boom, the whole fight changed. Ryan Garcia was just in survival mode. He didn't really risk it all. He survived. He threw punches. He tried to land the left punch, but he didn't set it up with the jab enough, or didn't go enough to the body to be able to land that left hook. And Rolly Romero cruised with a win, y'all. Craziness, right? Never in a million years would we have thought Rolly Romero would have a bounce back fight like this and beat Ryan Garcia. Now the question is was he on the Austrian when he fought Devin Haney? Because we can clearly tell this is not the same, hype, look at the two different Ryan Garcias. Look at the Ryan Garcia that we saw fighting Devin Haney, and then look at the Ryan Garcia we saw fighting, Rolly Romero. Even the Ryan Garcia that was fighting Gervonta was better than this one. So, and he had an injured rib, supposedly, a broke rib, a cracked rib or something, supposedly. So, crazy. So it really makes us all want to question now, was Ryan Garcia really on Austrian, and the reason why he was buffed up, masked up, and was walking through punches and was screaming and gritting and growling and snarling at Devin Haney, and then when he got to Rolly Romero, he was humbled like a lamb. And that's a lot of questions that we do have to ask ourselves now, looking in hindsight at this, because he got beat by Rolly Romero that got knocked out twice, and that's 2 out of his last 3 fights he got knocked out. So, what's going on here is, Ryan Garcia really on that stuff, because a lot of people say Rolly Romero, he only started at 17 years old, and Ryan Garcia been boxing since he was like 7. You know what I mean? So been boxing all his life versus somebody that picked it up late. But we all knew Rolly Romero had the thump, but we didn't think that he had the boxing footwork to be able to beat Ryan Garcia. Wow, I know a lot of Ryan Garcia fans are disappointed and hurt by that. That was an actual chance for Ryan Garcia to pick up a real belt, and now Rolly Romero has picked up a belt. But even after the fight, Rolly Romero was gracious enough to say, they was like, what's next? He said, I still want to see Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight. Wow, but will the public want to see Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight? That is the question. And then last but not least, y'all, we got your boy Canelo Saul Alvarez versus your boy School. Man. Now, another fight on that undercard that I was looking at was the Martin Bocoli versus Efe Ajagba. That was a very, very intriguing fight. Saw that fight and, ended in a draw, which it should have. You know what I mean? I thought Efe edged it out, but I think they were doing Martin Bocoli a justice. You know what I mean? Because he came on that 48-hour notice from that Parker. But honestly, looking at it in hindsight, I can see why the judges gave it a draw. Because both fighters were going back and forth. No one really clipped anyone hard enough, and it would be good to see a rematch of that. Moving right along, last but not least, to the main event. And Jaime Munguia, he won against Soros, so the boy from France. So Jaime Munguia, he pulled it off, won this time, didn't get clipped or knocked out. So very, very good for him and Eddie Reynoso team. And last but not least, the Canelo Saul Alvarez versus your boy School from Cuba. So anyway, that fight, look, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the chase. Your boy School, he got took to school by Canelo. He ran most of the fight. It was almost like a repeat of watching what Devin Haney did, to be honest with you. And he didn't really want to engage. And after the fight, after the win, the unanimous decision to Canelo Saul Alvarez, and being third time undisputed, he actually said that he hate fighters like that, that don't want to fight. And so anyway, that's all I got for this video. Definitely check out my sponsor, Mosachi.life. Yep, that's the actual website, Mosachi.life. Go check out that gear, some fly gear over there. I'm rocking it, feeling good at it. But anyway, with that being said, that's all I got for this video. You already know the routine when you leave my house. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos here on Primetime Talk TV. And I'm on social media everywhere. And definitely go to the website, PrimeTimeTalkTV.com, and copy some merch. All right, y'all. Peace, love. I'm out till next time.